Hey everyone, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Ariane and this is my channel, Ariane Janae's World, where we do all things lifestyle, entertainment, and adulting. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do like a chit chat, get ready with me, providing like a life update and just really unpacking and talking about life after college with my personal experience. So I've been out of college for a full year now. It's actually unbelievable because it feels like it was so close, yet it still feels like it was so far away. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about the things that I've learned, about the things that I've experienced, and putting on like some cute makeup because it's been a while since I've actually done my makeup, and I think this would be like a nice pick me upper for me personally, and a way for you guys to just relax and enjoy. If you are driving, like, this is a great video to watch. If you're also doing your makeup, like, join me, let's do our brows, everything together. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that lovely red subscribe button down below so you can join the family, and let's get started. I will vouch for this moisturizer. If you have combination skin, which is what I think I have, this is a dream. When you put it on, it is literally an aqua bomb. I promise you, okay? This is probably my fourth bottle of this product. Well, okay, third technically. I like to moisturize my face. Gorgeous. And this is my first time actually buying this is the medium size myself. My mom got me one for Christmas, which was Christmas last year, 2019, which was amazing, and I still have it to this day. And the good thing about the aqua bomb is that you do not have to use a lot. Like, literally, you guys saw the super small amounts that I put on my face. But yeah, so today we're gonna talk about life after college, which is exciting, right? So this is what my skin is looking like right now, and it actually looks better, in my personal opinion, than it did during college. Yeah. So I'm gonna use the Fenty I almost said Fenty Skin Pro Filter. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. I also like how this is like it's like a moisturizer texture instead of like being dry like most primers. Okay, so I think like one of the most common topics to talk about when you're talking about life after college is like your work experience, and I am blessed to say that I have been working a full-time job for about 8 months now. That is so crazy. Like, 8 months, that's a long time. It has been an experience. I would definitely say a very positive experience for me. I think there have been a lot of wake-up calls, but for the most part, I am really enjoying myself. Before I do my brows, quick explanation. I always brush my brows into place. Then I'm gonna go on with my dip brow and my Morphe M165 makeup brush and, what is it called? Angle brush, and line them and fill them in. Anyway, so I don't even think I've really talked about my job here on the YouTube channel. I have on my podcast. Don't listen to my podcast, link in bio. But yeah, so I am currently working in marketing. I'm in a rotational program, which I absolutely love. I always say this to everybody. If you have the opportunity to get into a rotational program, do it. One, it exposes you to various parts of the business, right? So mine is, okay, my rotational program is a general business program. It used to be marketing, but they recently rebranded it, so it's general business, but you are able to rotate where you want to rotate. So I honestly think if I were to tell my program manager I have a really strong interest in human resources, I think she would be willing to see what she can do and get me into a human resources role, which I think is amazing. And I think your program managers play a huge part into your experience in the rotational program. I really like my program manager. So I feel like a little hesitant. This is looking definitely lighter than I would like. I think it'll work, but I'm not going to use too much because I might have to return this. Anyway, so yeah, I'm working in a marketing role, and it's a role that literally I get to use my knowledge from both of my degrees almost every day, which is very exciting. I think it's also really cool that I get to be creative in my role, which is awesome because I need a job that allows me to be creative, right? So I do my YouTube channel that allows me to be creative, my podcast that allows me to be creative, but like for my bread and butter, I also want something that, you know, gives me the opportunity to express myself or express the company and things like that. So I've definitely had that opportunity, and I've actually had a conversation with my manager, and he is going to expose me to other areas within my department that aren't as creative, because I also want to get a little bit more traditional business experience, because like I said, I am in a rotational program, which means I will not be on this team for the duration of my rotational experience. So I have about 4 more months on this team, then I'll be going to a brand new team. And you know, I'm pretty sure that team is not going to be as creative as my current team, so I need to kind of get ready for that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to go in and it be like a complete, not culture shock, but culture shock. You know what I mean? So that's exciting. So definitely thankful to have good leaders that I can have conversations with. And I think that's definitely really important for people that are just getting into corporate America. Like being able to have conversations with someone about like what your interests are, what you don't like, what you do like, and things like that. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for your trajectory. And of course, there's going to be different biases and different things that might hold you back. But yeah, I guess I just mentioned, like, yes, I work in corporate America. I have a very I work for a very traditional yet progressive company, I will say that. And so far, like, my experience in corporate America has definitely been positive. I think it is an interesting environment. And again, I'm working virtually. I haven't moved. I'm in my childhood bedroom. I think I am very happy that I'm able to have really good work-life balance. I think that is definitely something that is very important to me. And I knew it was important to me before, but I think this experience has confirmed it for me, that that is an absolute necessity for me. And I think it will continue to be a necessity as I grow, eventually like start a family. Like, I need work-life balance. That is a priority. But at the same time, you know, like, people say, oh, are you willing to choose work-life balance over like double your salary or whatever? And that's hard. Because I think while we're young, like, we should like kind of low-key be chasing the bag, because you know, when you have kids, you can't do a job that requires you to work 70 hours a week. Or you can, but you're going to have to hire some help, or your spouse is going to have to pick up the slack. But I don't know. I'm just really enjoying my work-life balance right now. I hope that I'm able to maintain this on my next team. I'm optimistic that I will. But if I can't, I also think that'll be a good experience for me, though, because I think it is helpful to see like the other side of things, you know, even though my preference is good work-life balance. And by the way, right now I'm using this random brush. Oh, it's from Morphe too. Okay, I have no idea what type of brush this is. I've had this for a while, and I use some ColourPop concealer, and I just like to clean up my brows a little bit because they are not plucked whatsoever. But yeah, corporate America has been a positive experience so far. I think this was definitely a great company for me to work at post-college, and I'm happy. I think I also kind of want to touch on some of the lessons that I've learned since starting my job. One thing this is big. I don't know if I talked about this on my channel before, but you are fully responsible for your career. Therefore, you cannot expect for others to give you opportunities for things. You have to go out and chase them. And that wasn't necessarily like a wake-up call for me. I think that's something that I've always known. By the way, I'm using the big Morphe, which one is this? The Artistry palette. Yeah, I think that's something that I've always known. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta boss up. But I guess I wasn't expecting me to have to start doing that so soon. I don't know. Yeah, so I think there was a point in time where I was very lull about my career. Like, I was just waiting for opportunities to be handed to me. But that's not the right mindset to have. I need to be a go-getter. And I think I was a go-getter in college. I think that's why I was able to experience so many different things, both during the school year and outside of the school year. And I need to keep that same energy. I cannot get comfortable with where I am, even though I'm in a really good spot career-wise right now. I need to, again, keep chasing the bag and keep like finding out what is for me. So I've actually like used some of my own personal funds to invest in myself when it comes to my career. And I'm really excited to like, I want to tell you guys about that after I've done the experience, because I need to make sure that's successful first. But yeah, so I've just learned about the importance of like investing in yourself, taking it upon yourself to go to different meetings, join different organizations, have coffee chats with different people that are doing things that you think you want to do. I think that's one thing I've learned. Another thing I've learned is that Prioritization is very important because when you start working, normally you are going to have like multiple projects going on at once. And I thought I turned my phone off. And if you don't prioritize the projects, you're going to end up with all of them on your plate, and you're going to be frustrated and you're going to be tired. And I'm sorry, it's not worth it. Like, we are on this planet to live, and work should not stress you out to that point. I understand some jobs, yes, but that is not what I would like for me. I feel like I'm kind of getting all over the place, but those are the lessons that I've learned from work so far. Also, that socializing is important, but we're gonna get into socialization a little bit later. But yeah, just meeting new people, talking with people, comparing experiences is very, very important. So I'm just gonna do this little base brown coat right now. I'm gonna add in some gold at the very, very end. And now let's go and add in our foundation. I've never been one of those people that's like, oh, all I have to do is put concealer under my eye and then I can walk out the house. I would look so dumb if I walked out the house with just concealer on. My skin doesn't work like that. It's probably because I do have these dark spots on my face. For foundation, we are going to be using the Fenty Skin Tint, and I just got this brand new foundation brush because Lord knows I needed it, and then we're gonna blot it in with our beauty blender. I guess the other thing that I would talk about when it comes to like working after college is that it's actually nice to have your own money and like be able to buy yourself stuff. That's definitely very, very priceless, I will say. I love it. I've been trying to do a little bit better with I want to be better with being better with my money, and we're going to talk about like money more in depth a little bit later. That is a huge plus of life after college. If you're able to get a job, you're just having money that you can use either leisurely or to get the things that you need and want. And I think another part of life after college that is very, very important to talk about is your social life. And I feel like I talk about my social life quite frequently on my social media platforms. And if you're an OG, you probably know that my social life is something that I've been trying to work on. I am cool with my social life. I know I need to do better with keeping in contact with people, and I think the pandemic has not made that easy for me whatsoever. Or, let me not say it hasn't made it easy for me, but it just hasn't helped me to stay in contact with people. I do have phone calls and FaceTime calls, and I text people, stuff like that, but I think what I'm just really missing is just the face-to-face interaction with people. So like at home, you know, I'm back at like where I grew up. Most of my friends aren't here anymore. And the few friends that I do have, like, we all work. So, you know, sometimes on the weekends, you don't necessarily want to hang out. You just, like, Saturdays, I love to stay in my beds, right? And I do have a friend, like, we hang out every once in a while. And Saturdays are his only days off. So it's like, okay, if I want to hang out with this friend, we have to hang out on Saturdays. And every time we hang out, it definitely is relaxing, and I definitely enjoy it. But I do wish I could do that more often. And I wish that I had more friends that I could hang out with more on the weekends or even on the weeknights. So post-pandemic, I want to get my social life back to where it should be. And I'm also looking forward to like making new friends, whether that's through work or through like some of the organizations I kind of want to join in the new city that I'm moving to. I definitely want to like get exposed to new people, and also like people outside of like people who aren't like me. So I want to meet people of different cultures, different age groups, and different stuff like that. And I think that'll be really, really exciting for me, and also a good way for me to stretch myself, because I think stretching yourself is how you grow, and I need to grow. By the way, I'm very impressed with the skin tint. I think it literally is the perfect match for my skin. I love how lightweight it is. Like, this is very, very impressive. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more right here on my cheekbones, and then we're going to go in and put concealer under my eyes. I don't even think I'm going to use the blending brush because I don't need to, or the blending sponge because I don't need to. Being better with my social life is something that I'm still working on, and I need to stop being lazy when it comes to that, and I will eventually. When I move, that's going to be really interesting because like right now my socialization is really with my family. Like, I'm bored, I can go talk to my mom, right? But when I move, it's kind of like I'm in this new place. I only know so many people. So that's going to be interesting to see how I adjust to that. But I'm excited. I'm ready for that challenge. And we're gonna talk about moving a little later too, because that is a whole thing. And I guess another part of my social life is also just kind of like my relationship. So I consider like my relationship with my boyfriend to be a part of that. Relationships after college are very interesting, and mainly in the sense that they're long distance, whatever. And you're both, well, in my case, we're both busy. So my boyfriend works his 9 to 5. He goes into the office every day. So when he comes home, he's like a different type of tired compared to me. I'm usually not like exhausted after work, because I'm able to take different breaks or chill throughout my day, while that's literally not built into his day whatsoever. So I think what I've learned when it comes to my relationship is that communication is key. Like expressing your needs, your wants, or just keeping in contact and checking in with each other. And then also effort is key, because I think it's easy to get lazy or just not put in as much effort as you would if you were face to face regularly. So that's something I'm personally still trying to work through, trying to be a better girlfriend, a better friend, and different things like that. But I think it's been so helpful that we've been able to see each other during the pandemic. So I've probably gone to see him probably about 5 times, I would probably say. And that's been really, really cool. I think it's nice because I get to get a break from being home. And then I get to hang out with him. You know, he gets to have company because he moved during the pandemic. So, you know, it's not easy making friends during the pandemic when you live in a new place, if you're adhering to like the CDC guidelines. Every time I put on concealer, I feel like I look so crazy, but it'll all come together at the end. So y'all gonna see me looking a little crazy for a little bit. But yeah, so relationships are work. They may start off easy and they will have easy moments, but you must always put in work if you want it to be successful in the long term. And I'm watching this Netflix documentary called, Showtime documentary called Couples Therapy. And that kind of makes me think, dang, do I even want to get married one day? Just because it just shows you like some of the issues that couples go through. And I'm like, this is work. And if you are not committed to that person, sometimes it is not worth putting in the work. So when I'm married, I hope that I don't experience some of the issues that those couples are going through. But again, every couple has their issues, especially when they're married. I feel like that opens up a whole new can of worms for them. Okay, so I am putting my concealer in, just beat it into my face. Is it looking good so far? Hopefully. If this looks terrible, I'm sorry. I am still learning my makeup. I think I do a pretty decent job. I don't know how to like beat my face just yet, but I think we're doing a pretty decent job so far. But yeah, relationships are work, and there's so much to balance. Oh, that's a whole other thing. Let's talk about balancing. Balancing is key to life and to relationships. I think balance is something I'm still trying to figure out just in all areas of my life. And especially with me being someone who's active in terms of like, I have a YouTube channel, I have a podcast, you know, I have family, I have a boyfriend, I have my friends. And I'm not saying like they're burdens or anything, but those are different things that require me to give them my time and my effort. You know what I mean? I think my balancing could still be better, for sure. Like no way, shape, or form am I saying that it's like great, but I think I do a pretty decent job when it comes to like balancing like my life and YouTube and podcasts and stuff like that, while like still having downtime. I think it's just because I was really, really involved in college. I think that helped big time. Okay, like big time. I think if I wasn't involved, I'd probably be drowning. I probably wouldn't have even done the podcast, in all honesty, because I would literally have no time. So I'm usually really, really intentional with my weekends and like my evenings. And I understand, yes, some days I just cannot do anything. And that's what I'm trying to make Saturdays. Like Saturdays literally is the Sabbath. I'm not doing anything. I am resting. I think I got really bad with that at first, but I think we're getting back. And it's so nice just having a day completely off. It's the best. I would definitely suggest it, no matter what your religion is. So yeah, and I think one thing I've been thinking about, I kind of want to hire help eventually, just to help out with the podcast and or the YouTube. But I think I want to grow my profit from YouTube and get a profit from the podcast first before I hire help. Just because, you know, like I feel like when you hire help, you kind of can't go back. So I really, really want to get that up and running. Hopefully, if not the end of this year, next year, because my channel's growing slowly but surely. So yeah, I feel like I suck with my contour. Sometimes I can't even tell that it's there, but I feel like I can see it on camera more than I can see it on my mirror. We're gonna contour our nose. That's always so hard for me. I've never like really like slayed my nose. I have my mom's nose. Like, this is crazy. Literally, this is her nose. Isn't that funny? Like when you're looking at yourself, oh, I have my dad's this, I have my mom's this, I have my grandma's this. Like, that is like me every time I look at myself. Like, I am a true product of my parents. And speaking of family, like a big part of life after college for me personally was adjusting to being back home after being away, like living my, I almost said living my best life. I mean, yeah, like living my best life for 4 years and coming back home and it almost feeling like high school. And it's not necessarily anything that my family has done per se, but just like being in your childhood bedroom, being limited in the things that you can do, more so because of the pandemic. I mean, high school was a little bit more exciting than this because at least I could like hang out with my friends on the regular. Those were good times. Right now I'm gonna go set my face with the Ben Nye Luxury Face Powder, and then I'm going to use contour. I like to use powder and cream, so we're gonna do that right quick. But yeah, I think living at home has been cool because I don't have to pay rent, so I'm able to save more money. I'm able to like go on more trips than I probably would have been able to if I was actually like paying rent, paying a car note, whatever. So definitely thankful for that whole experience. I think you're also not supposed to put this much on your face, so keep that in mind while you're doing your makeup. Hopefully like some of you guys have been doing your makeup with me because I feel like that would be so exciting. I love doing my makeup to like, I don't watch a lot of Chit Chat Get Ready With Me's, but like just Get Ready With Me's in general. I just love doing my makeup with them. It's so cool. Anyway, so yeah, I'm enjoying like not having to pay rent, not having to like cook dinner every day. Like that is such a huge blessing for me. And it has definitely put me in a really good spot. But at the same time, it is frustrating sometimes just because I'm not able to do everything that I want to do. Like, I can't just like... I can't just like walk around naked when I want to, right? Or I can't blast my music really loud. Can't have phone conversations wherever I want to just because I have to be considerate of other people. You know, I can't always cook what I want when I want. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know what it's like when you're living in your parents' house. Yes, you have freedom, but there's some things you just can't do compared to like when you were like living on your own, even with roommates. So that's something that I've been still adjusting to, even though it's been over a year. Again, super thankful to have this opportunity to save money, but I think it's definitely time for me to go. If you guys haven't already noticed on my channel, I've been doing a lot of apartment tours, and I have taken a huge pause on that because I knew I wasn't going to move in 2020. Originally it was the plan, but I'm not anymore. Well, it's past 2020, but now I know when I'm moving. Like, I actually made the decision a couple of days ago, and so now I know how to go about doing that. So yeah, it's time for me to go. And I think at first I was a little bit scared, and I think I am still a little bit scared to move out on my own because, again, everything is going to fall back on me. I'm going to have to really step up, make decisions, and do things, keep up with things that I didn't have to keep up with before. So exciting, but like low-key scary. Definitely like can't wait to share this whole experience with you guys. I'm so excited. Like the time is coming, like maybe less than 6 months. Just, I'm so excited for that. I think it's gonna be expensive, but that is an expensive move I'm ready to make. And I think for my next couple of months at home, I really need to be intentional with saving my, I want to like live like I'm paying rent. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I'm going to allocate the money that I will be spending on rent. I'm going to put that away, and we're going to see how that goes because we have to make smart financial decisions over here. Okay, now I'm going to go in and put some more bronzer on my face. But yeah, the word money, or just, I'll say this, finance, personal finance has been really, really important to me this past 8 months, just because I'm finally out here, again, not on my own. But this is crazy because on camera, this looks crazy, but you cannot even see it in my mirror. Okay, you can see it a little bit, but it just looks really crazy on camera. Blur some of that out. Anyway, but yeah, I've been trying to be really good with saving my money. I do not have many expenses, but the expenses that I do have are things like health things. So I think I talked about this on my channel, but I was having a problem with my knee. So I did have to go to like an ortho person, and they did suggest that I do PT. My knee hasn't been bothering me lately, so now I'm kind of thinking maybe I don't need to go ahead and pay for PT. But if it does come back and start bothering me, I probably will just go ahead, get the PT out of the way. But yeah, so medical things like going to the dentist, even though a lot of it is covered under my insurance, there are other things that I do have to pay for. So that has been like one way that I've been not saving money, just like trying to keep myself together like for health reasons. And I'm not even talking about getting my hair and nails done. I have not had my hair done. I don't even remember the last time I've had my hair done. It's been over a year, like over a year and a half, probably. Like, oh my god, I literally have no idea when was the last time I got my hair done. Interesting. I do want to get my hair done soon. I need to get, I want to get it cut. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, health reasons are like one of my biggest expenses right now. I did actually make a large investment in myself that will help me career-wise, and I'll talk about that once I'm finished with it. But I think that was really, really important, and it seems like it's worth it so far. I'm really, really enjoying that experience. But yeah, I've been trying to keep my cost low, and I've really been paying attention to where my money goes each month. The other day I actually sat down and wrote down every single transaction I've had for the past 4 months, and that really gave me great insight into where I'm spending my money and where I need to stop spending my money. So if you guys can do that, I highly suggest that. And I actually want to do a whole episode talking about, not episode, but YouTube video talking about just finances. Like this summer, expect some financial content because I've learned a lot, and I think it could help like you guys, because I know like a lot of my subscribers and watchers, viewers in general, are usually between the ages of, I think, of 18 and 24. Like they're people my age who are probably going through the same exact thing as me. So I'm putting my highlighter on now, by the way. And also on the podcast, trust me, there is going to be some stuff helping us with money. And I think the last thing I really just wanted to talk about was mental health after college. So I think I'm somebody that never really thought about mental health too much in college. Like I know my school in particular, we definitely put a big emphasis on having great mental health, but I personally didn't think I struggled with, like, I was like, oh, I don't have depression, I don't have anxiety, I don't have this. There was a point in time where I thought I'd have social anxiety, but I don't think I have that. I'm just annoying sometimes. But I think a part of mental health is just, again, just being mentally healthy. So having a clear mind, being able to make sound decisions, different things like that. And I think sometimes my brain feels clogged, and I think some of that could be due to mental overload, always being on social media, like not having enough quiet time. So it's actually my goal for this month to do better with that. I want to spend less time on Instagram in particular. I think Twitter is okay. I think it's Instagram that kind of gets to me. I check that way too often. I love TikTok, so that's going to be really, really hard to, you know, decrease my intake on. But yeah, just got to do better in those areas. And I think also keeping in touch with how I'm feeling about things will also help. So I actually started journaling again. I've only done it once, but I did it a couple of days ago, and I enjoyed myself. And even though I can't write for too long because it hurts my hand, I think it's definitely a fun and important experience for, I mean, honestly, everyone to experience, whether, you know, no matter how you identify or what you believe in. Okay, I think I put too much. Yeah, I put too much. But yeah, so mental health is definitely important. I think I also kind of want to start going to a therapist just to talk different things out, and no, there's not any like big overarching problem or thing that I'm struggling with right now, but I just think it'll be healthy just to talk things out with someone that is like trained. So who knows, maybe we will add that into our 2021 agenda. I just think it would be cool just to kind of check in with someone about that type of stuff, and someone that doesn't have like a stake in your life, if that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, right quick, I'm gonna go off camera and put my lashes on because I will look dumb trying to do that on camera. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I did my lashes. My favorite lashes are the Allure. I have no idea what the name are, but they're like the thick lashes. I love them. I think I'm trying to get more into more natural lashes because I think they're not dramatic, but I just feel like these are not the lashes that I would wear to work. Oh, I really want to get into lash extensions. My cousin has prom in a month, and I kind of want to get, when she gets her lashes done, I kind of want to get my lashes done because I think that would be a great move for me. I personally love lashes, and my lashes are very frustrating. Sometimes I really just want to get scissors and cut them out, but yeah, sorry. I feel good. I just love putting lashes on. I think that just like really sets a look and puts it all together. I sprayed my face with the Morphe setting spray I got for Christmas. I'm going to do my liner. I got the KKW lip liner in nude 2. I don't even think, this is not the color I wanted, but they did not have the color that I really wanted. So, yeah. Okay, my lips are all lined like how I like them to. I love a good brown liner. I also got the pink, the purple, no, the red one. I'm going to top it. Ooh, okay. I was debating between my Anastasia lip gloss and my Fenty, but we're going to go with my Fenty, my cookie jar. Love my cookie jar. Remember, I really love Fenty Glow, but I have not been wearing Fenty Glow that often. I've been doing cookie jar and honey waffles a lot. But we're going to do it a nice nude color, a very nude look for today. Oh, blush. It's too late. I'm not doing blush, but blush would have been a nice way to add just a little bit of more color to my face. But that's okay. You live and you learn. I mean, that's what life after college is about. You live and you learn so much, and you're able to apply what you've learned and attempt to make your life just a little bit better every single year. But before we go, of course, I have to put on some mascara. I hate mascara more than anything else on this planet. But like I told you, my eyelashes are unruly, and without this, you could tell the difference. I'm gonna move up a little bit. But yeah, just a little bit of mascara. I have not been putting on lashes recently. I think my lash ability isn't where it used to be. And my hair is done, so I am ready to hit the ground running. I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. Get ready with me. If it seemed a little scattered, I mean, isn't that how most chit chat get ready with me's are? It's not planned, it's just talking. I personally enjoyed just kind of getting some stuff off my chest. It was nice, like, updating you guys about my life. Let me know if you guys want more Get Ready With Me. This is not my typical content, but I'm trying to experiment a little bit more in 2021. It has been a year already so far, and I'm excited for the changes that are going to take place. Hopefully there's no bad changes. I'm hoping for optimistic. I'm hoping for positive changes all 2021 long. Alright guys, well that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you're not already part of the family, you can go ahead and hit that lovely red subscribe button down below. I will have the products that I use down below in the description box. If you want to purchase some of these, join the family and do it. I will see you guys in my next video. Stay beautiful, stay amazing, stay positive, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Hey.